Hey. What's it? Are you... me? Gentlemen, knock it off. Were you flirting with me? I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M, and today we are hooking... That was weird, right? I am hooking all the single dudes up because today it's all about flirting. How to do it without looking creepy. Because there is a fine line between coming across as charming and cute and looking like a guy that ultimately will be rifling through their underwear drawers searching for something to sniff. Alright, flirting. Now, we're going to start by discussing flirting from a real-world perspective, meaning you're actually flirting in person, all right? There is a person that you're flirting with, not technology-based, okay? So no text messages, no Facebook, no Twitter, no, there's a person and you're trying to communicate and get the action rolling that way, all right? But I am a realist and I realize that technology has changed the game and has opened up a lot of possibilities. And so at the end of this video, I'm going to be discussing and telling you about a super cool app that I found. If you're single, you definitely want to check it out. Let's get rolling. So there you are, minding your own business. Maybe you're at a coffee shop, maybe you're at school, maybe you're at work, maybe you're somewhere else. It doesn't matter. The fact is, all of a sudden you spot her or him, whatever, a vision of angelic beauty or whatever. The fact is, you think they are hot and you want to make their acquaintance. Now, most people would say the first step in flirting is making eye contact. Personally, I think that's step number 2. Step 1, look at their hand to see if they're wearing a ring. If they are, move on, Captain. That ship has sailed, but don't sweat it because in another few minutes, undoubtedly, a new ship without a captain will be by. Alright, so they don't have a ring. Check. Now it's time to make eye contact. Essentially, you want to purposely get caught checking them out. This means glance in their direction repeatedly until you catch their eye. Alright, so you purposely have to get caught checking them out. Alright, so the way that I would do this is to actually just keep glancing over in their direction. Don't just stare. This is creepy, and people can tell when they're being stared at. Subtle. Little glances. But be ready, because once you catch their gaze, a little smirk, a head nod, then look away. Yeah. Gentlemen, look away. Alright, go back to work, go about your business, and glance again. When you catch their eye again, though, this is the time, gentlemen, to smile. Larger smile. Give them the grill. Smile like, you caught me. How funny. But on the inside, that's a green light for game on. Time is of the essence. It is time for you to make your next move, Playboy. Be bold. Go up and introduce yourself. Get up and confidently walk over. Not too fast, not too slow. None of the gangster limp. None, Simply walk up and introduce yourself. Say hello. Now at this point, you're probably feeling something like passing out and throwing up all at the same time, and this is normal. And at this point, a lot of people freeze. They're like, and then they leave and they're like, hey, and you're probably not doing it like that. But people get there and they're like, and they freeze. Their mind goes blank. And so one of the keys to being successful at flirting as well as small talk is being being prepared prior to the approach. You need to be prepared with your follow-up statement or question. If not, you're going to stand there looking weird. Hey, I'm Alpha. Uncomfortable and creepy. The way I see it, there's no better follow-up than a great compliment. But gentlemen, compliments are an art form. There's definitely some finesse that goes into giving a compliment. I actually did a video on the art of complimenting. There's a link down in the description if you want to go check that out. Because what happens? Somebody gives you a compliment, somebody gives me a compliment, you like them more immediately. It doesn't matter if they just ran over your dog. If they get out there and you're like, oh my God, Sparky, and they're like, wow, yo, seriously? I love that jacket. You're like, oh, really? Thanks. My dog! Yeah, they killed your dog, but they have impeccable taste in outerwear, and you don't hate them quite as bad. Gentlemen, same thing holds true when you're flirting. You give a compliment, regardless of who it's to, you are automatically going to be received better. Be brave. Be bold. You go up to them and you give them a compliment. When you compliment them, you've got to look them in the eye. Don't be looking all around like, I like your dress. But under no circumstances should this first compliment be sexual in nature. Girl, that ass. Yeah, creepy. And if that actually works, right? If you actually went up to somebody and was like, girl, that ass, and she's like, oh, really? And it actually works? That's not the first time it's happened, and you're not the first person to ride that train. All right, so the conversation's going now, right? You've complimented, you've approached, you have shown confidence, which in and of itself is incredibly sexy and sets you apart from 95% of the other dudes out there. All right, so the conversation's rolling. The key now is not to wear out your welcome. Know when to exit. Now, if you're going to see this person again, if it's a classmate, a coworker, maybe the gym, maybe you want to end the conversation and the flirting there and pick it up next time. But if you're not sure if you're ever going to see this person again and you don't want to test fate, it is time to pull up your big boy panties, gentlemen, and ask them for their number. All right, so you ask for their number. Gentlemen, what is the worst thing, seriously, the worst thing that can happen out of this interaction? They say no. And if they do, or they're hesitant, simply be courteous and exit stage left. Say, okay, well, I understand, it was great meeting you anyway. I hope you have a great day. And leave. Live to flirt another day. Don't keep trying to sell yourself, all right? Because the only thing less sexy than somebody who's insecure is somebody who seems desperate. Ultimately, gentlemen, it's a numbers game. Flirting, all right? The more you flirt, the more people you interact with and put yourself out there to, the more you're improving your odds of actually something great happening. You know, we weren't born being good at flirting, all right? It's something that takes practice. It is a skill, but you can develop that skill. And the first few times you do it, the first few times you approach somebody, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like you're going to pass out. It's horrible. But the more you do it, the more comfortable and better at it you become. Or you could use technology and use the app my buddy told me about. My friend has been totally hooked on this app called Hot or Not. And there used to be a website where you could vote if you thought somebody was hot or not or whatever, and they rated people. Well, here's the deal. There is an app out there. It's a free app, and there are links down below to both the Android and the Apple Store where you can actually download it. The way that it works, it's for single people. I guess it could be for anybody, but I would only recommend people that are single actually check it out. You go and you register, all right? And you sign up, and what happens is it starts showing you single people in your area that have also signed up for this app. It's got like 50 million people, so it's huge, right? So you're going through all these pictures, selecting, yes, I think they're hot, no, I don't think they're hot, whatever. You could get lost on this thing. What happens, they're also doing it, all right? The other people on the app are going through and selecting who they think are hot, who they're not, and if you guys match, okay? So if you think somebody's hot, they think you're hot, then you get a notification that you guys can actually interact and you can start the process. That totally takes the guesswork out of the approach. Technology, right? Where was all this stuff when I was single? Gentlemen, it is amazing what is out there. And this app, when my buddy showed me it and he was like, yo, I've been out with like 3 people. He's loving it. I couldn't believe it. I think it is a genius idea, and I know that there are others out there that may benefit from it. So gentlemen, there is a link down below to the app in both stores. There is also a link to my video on the art of giving a compliment, because my friends, it is an art form. Gentlemen, it has been fun. Go forth, frolic, and flirt.